and pause. Hey chicken besties, welcome to Flock and Feed. I am going to be at the second coop today and I'm going to be mixing the feed. I did make a video already of me mixing feed of 100 pounds for my number one coop, but I'm going to be making it for this, and I wanted to be a little bit more detailed and actually show you the grains. So I am going to get things set up. We're going to be using this minus the coconut water. That is for me. And I will be using this so that you guys can kind of see what things look like. All right, chicken besties. So now we are currently behind the coop. This is where I keep my feed and the snacks, all of my stuff back here. I try to stay as organized as I can. Anyways, so here I have the bucket and the bags. I already pre-weighed this. I will go ahead and insert my chart. It was also in my last video, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, I will go ahead and link it here. But let's go ahead and get into it so that we can get those grains mixed. All right, so here I'm putting in the oats. Again, if we refer to the chart that I have, we will be putting 40 pounds of oats. I am going to do this little by little so that I can incorporate it and mix it. I'm only going to fill this drum probably halfway so that I'm able to throw it in here. I just want to mix it in here, so I'll probably do maybe 3 batches to make sure that it's well mixed. For the first mix. Okay, this is the alfalfa pellets. This is what they look like. Basically looks like chicken pellets. They do not mind these at all. And what I like most is when we are fermenting, these break down. The chickens seem to like. Also, this gives them their greens. So here we go. All right, and now we need 15 pounds of black oil, so sunflower seeds, also known as Boss. Let's go ahead and pour in there. So even though we see that I have a Kalmbach feed bag, this is just pre-mixed, and I used all of the ones that I saved just so that I can bring it pre-weighted when I came here to the second coop, obviously because I couldn't bring my cement mixer to mix everything like I did in the other coop. There's a way to do this. So you want to put your hands all, bring the bottom to the top. Everything just kind of falls and mixes. So you see, everything is mixing nicely. We have these whole flax seeds, organic, that I got from Walmart. They were the most cost-effective ones. Add is due for 2 pounds. So I'm just gonna add 1 to this batch. 5 pounds of dry fly larvae. And so I have already added in here the kelp, which was 1 pound, and the herbs, which is thyme, garlic. And so I'm gonna give this bag a mix, and I'm gonna put half of this into here so we can do our batch of mix. So let's go ahead and give this and add this mix in. And mix all of this up. And I forgot to wear a mask, so the cayenne is gonna get to me real soon. That just went all up in my nose. Cayenne. Moment of truth. Can I pick that up and pour it in here? All right guys, now I remember why I bought that cement mixer to mix my feed. That was a struggle. My nose is burning from the cayenne pepper. It's all over me. But here is how that's looking. Looks great. Have my water. Okay, back to business. Now that everything's pre-measured, we just have the other half of everything. So wheat berries, the oats in the box, alfalfa pellets, some yummy but expensive flaxseed, and last, the dry soldier larva. All right, out the mixeroo. And now finally, the second batch. And as always, I like to go back in there and do a light mixing. So this is what everything looks like. And what you want to do is you want to incorporate this with the feed that you're currently giving them, so that their digestive system doesn't get disrupted. I will just add a tiny bit in there, and once I see it getting lower, I'll just kind of mix it. So probably I'm gonna say it usually takes me 3 to 4 to 5 days to kind of get them used to the new feed. Over here, I do not ferment their feed just because I don't come here as often as my coop at my place, because this one's at my parents' place and they don't know how to do the whole fermented feed and stuff. So it's best, especially if I'm not using it every day, it's too dangerous for me to just let it sit, and I'm not going to risk that. But I think it looks beautiful. I can see all of the grains. All of the grains in there. Guys, the cayenne pepper, or however you say it, really got to me this time. But I love having 100 pounds of feed, because normally a 50-pound bag will last me in this scoop, because I have less chicken, good 6 weeks. So I'm just assuming this will last me 12 weeks. Again, I have my chart. If you refer to the chart, it will show how much the cost of what each grain is per pound. Obviously that depends on where you are in the state. Probably things like Missouri and Michigan and stuff like that, those are probably going to be less of a cost. But here, not so much. I am still on the hunt for local organic grains. The ones that I'm using here is non-GMO. I don't have any soy or corn in here, which is the main reason that I started it. So if I cannot find it, I pretty much have 1 more month, because I don't want to wait too long, because then I'll be stuck without feed. If not, I'm going to probably be stuck with ordering from Assure or Azure, or however you say it. It comes out kind of, it's $20 more than what I'm spending. And what I'm spending now is basically $20 to $30 more than I was spending just getting a 40 to 50 pound bag at your local big box store. Obviously, I know it's worth it, but I also have to keep in mind my budget. Yes, we are also trying to transition to organic at home with all of our foods and stuff. So kind of got to do one thing at a time. I don't need to get overwhelmed, and just kind of change little things here and there. So we have time. It's not the end of the world. Eventually I will get to my goal inside my home as well as with my animals. So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment below. I will try my best to answer all of your questions. And if you stuck around this long for my video, I want you guys to let me know, if you make your own feed, what are the ingredients that you like to put? Do you like split peas? Do you think that's a better option? What are things that your chickens will absolutely not eat, Like my spoiled chickens in the other coop, they will not eat corn. They hate corn. They won't look at it, they won't touch it, they will let it sit there and starve. So over here, they love anything. So what is something your chickens should like, but they don't? All right, guys, that is all for today. Don't forget to give your chickens a little snack from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.